ever been known to be the brightest girl when it comes to common sense? As a matter of fact, my friends love to remind me daily about it. And there's always, always one story in particular that they just love to bring up. Freshman year, I was simply just a 15-year-old girl who loved softball. Now, at the time, we had a pretty big team that consisted of a lot of juniors and seniors. So I knew my place, and I stuck with the freshmen on the team. So, as we all know, Texas weather is just a little unpredictable. And a little rain never hurt a softball team. But when it pours, well, we just moved practice to our basketball gym. So practice was in full swing. We were doing everything like we normally do, practicing our little hearts out. And then practice ended. We, of course, had to clean up the gym because we couldn't just leave all of our softball stuff sprawled out on the gym. So I went to go clean up. Then I noticed that my bat was sitting right next to the wall. So I went to go pick it up, not thinking anything of where I was standing, what was above me, below me, beside me. I went to go grab my bat. As I was standing up, something really hard had hit my head. I was really confused at the time because I'm just standing next to a wall getting my bat. So I was like, okay. I moved aside, stood up, and I looked. I had just hit my head on a fire alarm. Yep, the caging of the fire alarm. I was like, okay, it's fine, I'm fine. My head's just gonna really hurt tomorrow morning. It's all good. So, got my bat, started walking off with my friend. We were all talking, and then all of a sudden, something was coming down my forehead. I just thought it was sweat. We just had to practice, and we worked really hard. So, with my white batting gloves still on, I go to touch my forehead, and then I look down to notice that it was not sweat that was on my batting glove, but blood. My friend noticed by then that I had stopped walking and talking to her, so she turned around, wide eyes, mouth dropped all the way to the floor, and she told me, "Christine, there's blood running down your head." And I was like, I know. And she's like, go to the restroom. And I was like, okay. So there I go, and I'm running off to the restroom, and I stare in the mirror, and there's blood running all down my head. There's blood all over the top of my head, and I don't know what to do. So I'm standing there looking in the mirror at all this blood, and all of a sudden, my whole softball team rushes in. And they all look at me and they're like, "Christine, what did you do?" And I was like, "I hit a fire alarm." And so then they just were like, I got this. And all of our HST students that were also softball players swarmed and all decided to try to fix my head. And so I have about 3 girls pressing paper towels on my head. Then I have 2 girls telling me, get in the shower to wash my hair off. And then I have my sister yelling at me saying, "How did you hit your head on a fire alarm?" Short story, don't ever hit your head on a fire alarm. It causes a lot more danger than it does safety.